Yeah, I was waitlisted into my dream school.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I was on the wait list and I got off, so can you. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Girl, what you settling for? Yeah, we ballin', we settling score. You know I need that scene and scene that down. I'm trying to win more.
Hey everyone,
Like
it's
damn.
KayYvonne here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very simple, straight to the point. I'm going to show you how to get off the wait list. Yes, it's possible. Your girl was on the wait list to several universities, and that included the university that I just graduated from. That university is in the top 10 ranked law schools, and I got off the wait list. So today I'm going to provide you with 5 tips on how to get off the wait list, apply it to your life, and I swear to you that you will get off the wait list. And if you don't, I never said this. We never had this conversation. So before I officially begin, I want to address a certain question that might be popping up into your head, such as, why do law schools even have a waitlist? Like, what is the purpose of it? And to answer that question, law schools can only admit a certain number of students for a class. And this class has to have certain characteristics. For instance, a law school will try to have this class meet a certain LSAT or GPA median. A law school could focus on a certain male to female ratio. They have to meet a threshold for minority candidates or have certain students be from certain geographical demographics. That is pretty much why you have been waitlisted. You do not fit what they're looking for at the time. So if you're waitlisted, it's not because you aren't a good candidate. If you weren't a good candidate, they would have easily said, bye, Felicia, but they didn't. They just don't have the means to accept you right now. You are a great candidate. Don't let everyone think that you're inferior. You are not a second-class citizen. Being on the wait list is a common thing. All of my friends, my good friends, were on the wait list. Okay, so now is the time to get into these tips. Tip number 1, accept the waitlist offer. This is a simple task. Don't mess this up. Just send a simple email response saying, hey, thanks for considering me as a candidate. I would love to be placed on your waitlist. Simple, straight to the point, bada boom, bada bing, bow. Tip number 2, if you accept that waitlist offer, you need to take the time to now do a deep dive research about the school, because there is a possibility that you will get off the wait list, and you need to know, do you really want to be at this school? So you need to talk to law students, you need to talk to alumni, you need to talk to faculty, you need to go visit the school if you can. You know, you really need to see if this is a good fit for you. The reason I bring this up is because a lot of the time, students who are taken off the wait list at certain schools will get admitted a couple weeks before the school starts, or a couple days before the school starts, or even worse, you could be sitting in school at another law school when you get admitted to the dream school that you want. And something else you really need to think about is that when you're waitlisted, a lot of the times the scholarship funds are depleted by the time you are admitted into the law school. So you will have to find different resources to cover your law tuition. So I just really want you to be cognizant of that. Think about your options. How bad do you want to go? Is going into your dream school going to grant you ample opportunities in the future, give you all the resources you need to thrive? Is it worth it? Tip number 3, you need to write a letter of continued interest. What is that? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you're writing a letter that's saying, hey, insert law school, I am still interested in attending your university. You could sweet talk them, say, hey, you're still my top choice and I will drop everything to attend your school. But you really do need to focus on the following. 1, you need to update them on anything that is going on in your life that is relevant to help them make their decision, such as if you are in school and you just received new grades, you can give them an updated transcript. I mean, if you're on a job and you've gotten a promotion, you can let them know about that. If you had a bad LSAT score and you had to retake it and now you have a great LSAT score, you can give them that. If you have a new recommendation letter, you can give them that. It's stuff to make your application look better. Most importantly, every law school wants to know that you are a good fit for their school. So this letter is your opportunity to let them know, why do you really believe you are a great fit? And you need to sell it. I can't tell you what to say, but when I say you need to sell it, you need to sell it. Tip number 4, this is a don't tip. Don't be a stalker. Like, seriously, do not be blowing up the admissions line every week talking about, hey, have you made your decision yet? Like, that's a no, fam. That's a sure way for you to get dropped off the wait list and get an immediate rejection letter. Like, really, if you're not updating them on significant things like change of address or, like, again, a job promotion of some sort, don't be calling their office for updates every week. I recommend give them a window of like 3 to 6 weeks where you keep reaching out. If it's below the 3-week mark, then just don't bother. Don't bother, because you're gonna annoy them. They have so many applicants to think about. The very last tip number 5, if your law school gives you the opportunity to do an interview, take that opportunity and do it. Northwestern offered me to do an additional interview. I believe that this interview is the most important because they are really trying to figure out who you are as a person. And again, it goes back to, do you make a good fit? Admissions just don't want to be around people they don't like. So really just sell yourself. This is that opportunity to say like, hey, Kamisha is so great. We want her off the wait list. So that's it. That's all the tips I have for you today. Being on the wait list sucks. Hate to say it, but it's really a waiting game. Wait it out. I know you're anxious, but I'm pretty sure that you will be where you are supposed to be. Again, thank you for tuning into my channel. If you want more content, subscribe.